was your experience? I mean, what you felt about you? I mean, if you compare that two interviews, what is the result, or is there something which is improved, or is there something which needs to get improved?
Yeah, as compared to my previous interview, I'm much more confident in this one, because at that time I was not having that much experience in sales and all. I was having only 1 year experience, so I worked in my past job. So I got so much confidence after that job, because I was really performing well. I was giving them 30 to 40 students in a month. So it gave me so much confidence.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the best part which I liked in you is really you're confident, because you were really confident in answering everything, and you were so the smile you have in your face while introduction, while saying about yourself, that your qualities, how good you have performed in your previous organizations after joining your father's company, your achievements, and the way you have worked, the way you have provided students. It was great. The introduction part was really very good, and then every point which you have given, why you want to join sales, why you are fit for the sales profile, that was also amazing. I mean, you really gave some honest reviews, whatever you have done and whatever experience you have shared those things. So that these are the two things which I liked in you: your confidence, the points you have given in every answers. But the thing is, in the now I'll share the points where you have to work, so that you can clear the interview in your very first attempt, and I can assure that you will do that. So the thing which was missing was the questioning part. In every scenario based question, I found that you directly started with the features, and you directly started with about the product, that I'm here to sell this product. So there was no question, and the interaction was also missing a bit, because every time if someone asks you for a scenario based question, it should be always a two-way communication. But here I found that it was like a one-to-one communication. It seems like that I had to do some cross question in order to communicate with you. So this should not happen. Okay, so next time when you will give interviews, you just keep in mind that you need to ask question to the customer. Then only the answers will be easy, the points will become more easy to justify. Yes, see, when I asked you to to sell a piece of an ice, yes, so first thing, if you would have been asked that, ma'am, staying in a cold place, you have visited our shop where we only sell ice, so this is so surprising. Why you have visited our shop? Do you really need ice or anything? So then the customer would have say, that yeah, I don't want ice for myself, but I want ice for this reason. So then the things would have become clear or easy for you to provide some more strong points. But when you don't ask question to the customer, then things becomes difficult. Then the customer will also do a lot of cross question. He or she will say, no, I have health issues, no, I don't want ice, I already have ice, I already have a refrigerator, if required I'll put some water. So all these points the customer will give, because you have not asked any question, and the customer is free to ask anything. Okay, right. So this questioning thing was missing. I think you will also realize, and I think you have realized that this thing was missing. Yes, whenever right. you do a scenario based question, there should be a two-way communication. The communication should have been more interactive. There should be more questions in everything. In the dress question also, you greeted me well. In every question you have greeted, so that is a good point. But after greetings, you directly went to the features or to the products. So that's why I had to ask that, what is the similar, what is the special thing you have in your dress, what is the cost. These are the things which you should add yourself. That, ma'am, if you buy a red dress, we will provide you the black dress in much more discount, or we will give you a red dress compliment. If you buy this red dress, I'll give you black dress compliment. Anything you can say like that. You can add many points, because in sales, everything, the smartness is also required. And how fast you can think something different from others. Yes, because in sales you have to be very active, you have to be prepared with anything. there will be different customer, there will be different people of different mentality, so you have to be prepared with your all answers. Yes, so anything they ask, you have to be prepared that I will ask them more question. The more question I will ask, it will become much more easier for me to convince the people. Okay, then coming to the academics was also, I'll say okay, because in sales they don't give much preference to the academics. If you are able to say 1 or 2 answers also correctly, that's okay. Why we need academics? Because sometimes during conduction, video counseling session, home counseling, sometimes parents may ask some questions, okay, to check how that they can trust Byjus or not. Or sometimes you need to explain these small things to the child, that do you know what is the color of sun? The color of the sun is white. So all these things you need to explain to the child, okay, in order to create an impression that how education is important, why Byjus is important, why visualization is important. Yes, so all these things is required. And after that, the BDA questions also, I will say, see, you know everything about Byjus, you have a proper study, you have done a proper study, proper research about Byjus. So I was very happy when you answered everything about the features, everything. But when I asked you the scenario based question based on BDA, that time also you didn't even ask that, ma'am, at which class or at which standard your child is. Are you a homemaker or are you a working woman who look after the study? So these things were missing. If you don't ask the questions to the customers when you become a BDA, they will not trust you, they will not talk to you. Then how will you convince them? You have to find a way, you have to find a way, you have to connect a rapport building is very much important if when means for a BDA. Yes, if you don't build the trust, if you don't try build a connection with the customer, they will not talk to you. This is a this is the real thing in sales. So you haven't asked that in which class the child is. If you don't know in which class the child study, how will you convince and how will you say how education is important for the child? Okay, I was saying that I was giving you the scenario that I am a teacher. So you have to say that, yes, ma'am, you are a teacher. So may I know at which class your child is in, how he is doing in studies. So how much time you give to your child and how he is doing. Is he goes to CBSE? Is he follow CBSE board, English medium? So everything you need to ask. After that only you should come to the features of Byjus. Then you can convince them. Then you can say the importance of education, why visualization is important, why Byjus is important. Okay, if you directly start that, good morning, ma'am. So in Byjus we provide, if you directly start that, then they will think, what is Byjus? Why? Who is she? Why should I trust? Yes, many things will come up because they don't know who is it. They don't know you personally. They will meet you one day. So in one day, how can they trust you? Yes, they can think that many people may come to my house and can say that I'm from Byjus, please take our course, we provide this. So will I take Byjus? No, not at all. I will just say that please go away from my home, I don't want anything. But if a person comes, if a person greet me, if a person asks me a lot of questions, if he creates a connection with me, then only I can trust that person. Yes.